What's going on, No Contest? Thanks for clicking on the video and checking it out. I'm glad you're here, and hopefully you consider subscribing and sticking around. Today we're going to be talking about some intricacies with some of the first few episodes of Demon Slayer, speculation on Sabito, Makomo, and some of Tanjiro's abilities, and maybe some oversights the show has had on them. I think this would be a fun topic to talk about in light of the new Demon Slayer game coming out. Don't forget it drops this October 13th, so you better get started on practicing your breathing techniques so you too can be a part of the Demon Slayer core. This video does have some spoilers for some of Demon Slayer and its lore, so if you haven't seen it and don't want anything spoiled, leave now and watch it. Trust me, that shit is worth the watch. For those that are still here, I am your host Blade, and let's take a look into this topic. Now, the show doesn't fully explain a few of Tanjiro's abilities, specifically his incredible canine-like sense of smell, allowing him to practically see scents, and why his opening thread works the way it does. Basically, when he gets his opening thread, Tanjiro is able to see through his opponent's defenses and get an opening to defeat them. Much like the water breathing techniques, these add this extra layer to combat to the show that make it very interesting, and I'd like to talk about the water breathing techniques in all of their forms in a later video, but for now we're going to focus on his sense of smell and his opening thread. During Tanjiro's training for the Demon Slayer Corps under Sakonji Urokodaki, he comes in contact with two spirits by the names of Sabito and Makomo, which were two of Urokodaki's disciples that were killed by the Hand Demon, a demon that was set on killing all of Urokodaki's students. Sabito and Makomo help Tanjiro during his training while he is struggling to cut his boulder in half. Sabito notably beating Tanjiro's ass multiple times, and with the help of Makomo's guidance and corrections, these two force him to really take hold of his training. An interesting note about when Tanjiro meets Sabito is that he mentions Sabito doesn't have any scent. This hints towards the fact that he is a spirit and possibly isn't even really there, or at the very least is masking his scent. This is where I start to wonder, and I bring this up because when Tanjiro is finally able to beat Sabito, he ends up using his scent to get his opening thread to get the first strike, cut through Sabito's mask, and beat him only to notice he wasn't there and actually cut through the boulder, and he states this: "There's a reason I won, because I learned how to detect the opening thread. As soon as I pick up the scent, I'm able to see the thread. It guides me. It connects my blade to any opening the enemy leaves me, and it tightens as soon as I see it. It quickly draws my blade forward, then I strike." So did Sabito have a scent Tanjiro could pick up on, or not? Was Tanjiro smelling the rock the whole time? I'm not too sure, but it's pretty funny to think about Tanjiro just out in the middle of nowhere, smelling a rock and trying to be able to beat it. You could say that his opening thread has a scent he picked up on, but that's a damn good amount of convenience for the story and a sizable plot hole to make a metaphorical thread have a smell Tanjiro could pick up on. There's a few of these convenient oversights throughout the show I've noticed, and I'd love to explore more in the future videos, but for now we'll stick with this one. Another idea could be that Tanjiro just has a special connection to the dead, and the interaction between Tanjiro and Urokodaki before Tanjiro leaves for his final selection to become a Demon Slayer could strongly support that. Before Tanjiro leaves, he says, "Say hi to Sabito and Makomo," and Urokodaki thinks to himself, "Impossible. How does he know the names of the dead?" This kind of infers that he can't see them and doesn't know they were around, but Tanjiro can. Even going further on this, Tanjiro is actually physically hurt by Sabito multiple times and is able to be touched by Makomo. So is this just a silly plot hole? Does Tanjiro have a special connection to the dead? Before you go off and say, "It's a battle anime, you're looking too far into the writing," and yada yada, I just want to state that I thought this would be a fun little analytical discussion, so let us know what you think in the comments. Maybe there's another theory you have that I haven't even thought about. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and let us know if you would like more of these speculative takes on certain aspects in anime. That's it for this video though. Thanks for sticking around to the end of it. I am Blade, and we hope to see you guys next time.